Alright. So, I would have to imagine, or one of the more heavily debated, I would say, original versus the sequel. When it comes to movies, is Alien versus Aliens, which is the title. That's what it's about. But I mean, it does seem that Alien is more commonly picked nowadays. But this video is my opinion on it, so trying not to waste too much time. One thing I'll say for this is I'm not going to really be explaining why these movies are good. I'm just going to be comparing them and saying this is what Alien does better than Aliens, and this is what Aliens does better than Alien. And also, both of these are like perfect movies for me. I love both of them. So, I'll just stop wasting time and get started with Alien. Okay, so the first big advantage that Alien has over Aliens for me is I think it's more like creatively shot with like using the flickering lights in the ending part, and also having more long takes, which just I think looks cooler. Also, I think it's just better visually for me in general compared to the sequel. I think the ship is a more interesting setting than the colony. I mean, the practical effects are really good in Alien, and Aliens has some green screen shots that haven't aged well because it was in the mid 80s. And it's like Aliens is visually good, like like the red vent part and stuff. But I do think Alien is better visually, and it's also Alien is like a more polished, less messy movie than Aliens is. You're not it's no, I think just more polished is what I'll say. It's a more polished movie. I'll move on to Aliens now. Okay, so the biggest thing I think Aliens is an improvement over for Alien is that the side characters are actually memorable. Because you can remember Newt, you can remember Hicks, you can remember Bishop. I think in 1 year I will not be able to name one side character from Alien. Right now I'm pretty sure the android's name was Ash, but I could be wrong about that. So, but one thing I've seen for the argument for Alien over Aliens is that the side characters are like realistic in Alien, and in Aliens they're like one-dimensional. But I will personally take one-dimensional and memorable over just like generic people who don't have a lot. It's also like Aliens is more fun to watch than Alien, I think. Like if I had friends over, we would be a lot more likely to watch Aliens than Alien. Because like it's faster paced, and it's got one-liners and stuff. But I don't necessarily think because it's faster paced, it's better paced. Because slow pacing doesn't mean bad pacing. The pacing works for both movies. One thing that people say a lot is this movie made Ripley cooler than she was in the first movie. But I already liked her in the first movie, so it didn't do a lot for me. Also, in this movie, I think the score is better than it is in Alien. Alien, it's like good. Obviously, it's atmospheric and stuff. This one has a more intense score, and I think it helps it out. All right, so this ending. So which of the two am I gonna pick? So I'm not gonna pick either of them. Like they are different movies, but they're the same level of quality for me, and I don't really think I don't really want to pick one or the other. So they're both amazing. They're both some of the greatest horror movies of all time, and kind of Aliens. Alien is one of the greatest horror movies. Aliens is one of the greatest action movies. Aliens is kind of horror movie, kind of not. Alright, so that's it for this video. In the comments, you could talk about what you disagree with, what you could recommend to me. Like the video, subscribing, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Bye. But if you really were going to force me to pick, I would probably pick Aliens.